Hi, so in this video, assuming that you know what the Net Promoter Score stands for and how to group it, I'm going to show you how to calculate the Net Promoter Score in Excel. So the first thing that we're going to do is export responses from our questionnaire or survey into a spreadsheet. As you can see here, I have already done that. I have the number of respondents here totaling to 161, and I also have the responses here based on the question, the NPS question. So that's already done. So we're going to check it off now. The second thing we're going to do is divide the respondents into detractors, passives, and promoters. That's basically we're going to begin by building a new table here. We can call it types of respondents. And we have three types of respondents: detractors, and detractors are grouped from 0 to 6. So I think you can just drag that down. How many times? That should be 5 times. 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We are going to then add the passive respondents. And passive respondents are grouped from 7 to 8. So that should be 2. I'll just drag that here. And we are also going to add the promoters. So promoters are grouped from 9 to 10. So that should also be 2. We are then going to apply a code to determine how we identify our type of respondents based on how an NPS is interpreted. As you can see here, we say that detractors are from 0 to 6. So I'll have here 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. The passive respondents are from 7 to 8. So I'll have 7 and 8 there. The promoters are from 9 to 10. So I'll have 9 and 10 there. We can just make this look better by making it bold. And having done that, we've divided the respondents into detractors, passives, and promoters. We'll then calculate the count of the type of respondents by applying the count if formula. So first of all, we can just add a new column here that we're doing a count of respondents. And just make it bold. So to apply the count if formula, we're just going to key in count if. Here it is, we just select it, and you can see that Excel is asking us to identify the range. So our range will select it from the respondents that we collected. So from there all the way down. There is our range, and then Excel still asks us to identify the criteria. We'll just key in a comma, go to the criteria, and our criteria for the first count is 0. So we'll just select that cell, close the bracket, and say equals. Having done that, we can just make sure to tell Excel the specific range that we are focusing on by adding the dollar signs in front of our formula here. We'll add the dollar sign in front of the B, in front of the 2, in front of the other B, and in front of the number 162. We can then just drag the formula down to see what it generates for the other respondents. And as you can see, it has identified clearly the count of respondents in each grouping. If we just place the cursor and double click it there, it will clearly show us that the formula has been applied correctly. You can see here it's count if the range of cells is the same from B2 to B162, and then the criteria is the G18, meaning this specific number 2, G18. Having done that, that means we have calculated the count of the type of respondents by applying the COUNTIF formula. Now we can just make sure that the formula has been applied correctly by confirming that this count is equal to this total number of respondents that we had. As you can see, we had 161 respondents. So coming back here, we can just confirm that our total is equals to sum, and just identify that we are summing this particular range. And yeah, as you can see, our total sum is 161, which is the same as the total number of respondents. So by doing that, we have confirmed that the formula has been applied correctly. That is the COUNTIF formula. Next, we're going to calculate the percentages of the type of respondents. That is the percentage of this count. So first of all, we'll just add a new column here of percentage. Then we're going to calculate the percentage simply by saying equals to, select our first cell here, then we'll know that we're dividing that by the total, and say equals. Since I want to drag the formula down, I can just make sure that again I tell Excel that I want to focus on this particular cell, so I add the dollar sign in front of the H and in front of the 27. That means I can drag down this formula, and now that the numbers are in decimals, I can just make sure that I convert them to percentages by again selecting them and clicking the percentage icon here. So by doing that, we have calculated the percentages of the type of respondents. The next thing we're going to do is get the percentage total of each type of respondents. So that means I need to know how many detractors do we have, how many passive respondents do we have, and how many promoters do we have. So I can just have this in bold and note that I'm trying to get the percentage total of each type of these respondents. So just have that in bold as well. Now this should be, I think I can just move this up here. Yeah. So I'll now do a summation of each type of respondents. So I'll just say equals sum select my range of respondents for detractors. It's from here all the way to there. Just say equals. For the passive respondents, I'll once again say equals sum. Identify the passive respondents. Yeah, it's just 2 columns. And for the promoters, the same thing, equals sum. That is from here to here, equals. So this means that the percentage total of detractors is 35%, the percentage total of passive respondents is 28%, and the percentage total of promoters is 37%. That means we've gotten the percentage total of each type of respondents. So the next thing we're going to do is to calculate the NPS by subtracting the percentage total of detractors from the percentage total of promoters. So coming back here, we can just add a new cell here and call it that now we're solving for the NPS. Meaning, like we've identified that we need to subtract the percentage total of detractors from the percentage total of promoters. So equals. We select the promoters, and we subtract the detractors. So we have 2%. So our net promoter score is 2%, as we've identified here. So by doing that, we have calculated the net promoter score in Excel. Yeah, thank you.